So, good evening, all of you, beta. Today we will start with the new chapter, that is Introduction to the Animal Kingdom Classification. So, what we are going to study in this part? In your textbook, lot many terminologies are used while describing different phylum and class of animal kingdom. But the true meaning of those words were not described very elaborate manner. So before we start, I want to take some time to discuss the meaning of each and every these terminologies. So my thought process is, once we are clear with the terminologies, then studying these will not be a big deal. Okay, so we know that animals are also millions in numbers, and they are species are also vast. So it's not a matter of very joke to study about animals. We need to devote a lot of time, and scientists had spent enormous time in studying them and documenting them under a classification system. So things which we need to know from the beginning are levels of organization. So animal kingdom classification, if you look into the level of organization, three level of organization is visible in the animal kingdom classification. These are known as cellular level, tissue level, and organ level. Cellular level organization includes the unicellular animal. At the beginning, there was no kingdom like Protista, so unicellular organisms were included in this. Later on, Protista was coming out of the animal kingdom, so this cellular level organization is redundant now. Now, in case of multicellular organisms also, for example, in sponge, cellular level organization may exist. But in this case, it's not mentioning about unicellularity. Even in multicellular organisms, cells may not have proper division of labor, and they may not develop into a specific structural organization for a specific function. जैसे कि हमारी बॉडी में क्या होता है, we know that muscular tissue is there. Depending on function of that part, अलग अलग muscular tissues present होता है. जैसे cardiac muscle is present in the heart, क्योंकि उसको without stopping 24 hours काम करना होता है. So this type of specification of structure and function is absent in cellular level organization. So these multicellular organizations are nothing but a group of cells. उनमें वो specification and finesse is not there. Tissue level organization, what is? In this case, cells are having division of labor. In body, there are epithelial tissues, there are conductive tissues, but these tissues are not developed into organ. जैसे हमारी बॉडी में we have digestive system which is made up of so many types of organ, and each of these organs are having many types of tissue. जैसे अगर आप stomach को ले लो, it is having epithelial tissue. These are having oxyntic cell for secretion of HCl. So various tissues are responsible for making the organ. So organ level organization is also an attribute. So is these three levels clear to everyone, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Superior than these was organ system level organization, which is present in us. Here the organ systems are present as a part of body. So the thing is cell, then cells form tissue, tissue form organ, and organ form the organ system. So these are different level of organizations exist in the animals. Next terminology is symmetry. Symmetry means what? Arrangement of the part as compared with the opposite part of the body. So we are three-dimensional. Now we need to look in what type of symmetry. Do we have any symmetry? What do you think? Human being is having any symmetry?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is that symmetry called? So asymmetrical organisms are organisms which does not have any symmetry. If you cut them into two equal halves, you will not be able to get any two equal halves. For example, amoeba. I cut it in any plane, कभी भी मुझे दो equal half मिलने वाला नहीं है. Sponge. If we are talking about multicellularity, it will be sponge, which is also having different types of structure. So in such cases, we will never have symmetrical structure. That's why they are called asymmetrical. Now, symmetrical organisms can be of carrying various types of symmetry. Let us have a look into the symmetrical organisms. They can be radially symmetrical. You can see the figure over here. For example, in a cylindrical structure, एक cylinder है. If you are cutting it into any plane which is passing through the center of this circle, don't you think it will be always dividing this cylinder into two equal half? कोई भी plane पे आप cut कर लो. What do you think, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this type of symmetry is called radial symmetry. Now we will talk about bilateral symmetry. What do we mean by bilateral symmetry? Bilateral symmetry is symmetry observed by us. We are bilaterally symmetrical. How? If we consider the situation of human being, very rough diagram I am drawing. If I am cutting it along this plane, do you think I am going to get equal half? Class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
One thing I must say, symmetry is always about morphology. So, what do we mean by the word morphology? Morphology is the terminology, or it's a branch of biology in which we study the external structure of the organism. मतलब कितने हाथ हैं? Obviously, if I cut an organism through a plane, I am not going to have equal half as termed with internal organ. Heart एक तरफ होगा, lungs के भी दो parts equal नहीं होंगे. Understood? So body symmetry or asymmetrical is all about external structures, not the internal structures are considered over there. Clear to everyone? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We will move ahead about the germ layer. What is the first cell where life starts? सभी के लिए sexually reproducing organism means there will be one cell in which life starts. What is the name of that cell?
Zygote.
Zygote.
So in multicellular organism, when a zygote is developing into a human being, do you think there is only cell division to increase the number of cells?
No, ma'am.
What is the other process that must have took place over here?
मैम वो न्यूट्रिशन और फिर जो भी बायोमोलिक्यूल्स जा रहे हैं वो सब.
But that is cell division only, no? Cells का number बढ़ रहा है. What else do you require?
Ma'am, please repeat your question.
I said when organism like human being is created from a single cell, that is zygote, is only cell division included over here?
No, ma'am.
So there
No,
is a terminology called differentiation. What do we mean by differentiation? Creation of many types of cells from one type of cell, that is zygote. From this cell only the nerve cell is created. From this cell only muscle cell is created. From this cell only RBC is created. From this cell only the epithelial tissue cells are created. So this is called differentiation, which is occurring in all of us. In grade 12, you will be able to understand better that there is a huge process. More the complex organism is, more complex procedure is this embryo development. जहाँ पे single cell zygote is converted into embryo, and then embryo is giving rise to the organism, which is ready to be born. Okay, so during this process, there is presence of germ layers. So that's why as it is occurring during the process of development of embryo, that's why it is known as germ layers. These are group of cells. They behave as a single unit during the stages of embryo development. And then they differentiate to give rise to different types of tissues and organs. तो क्या हम में अभी germ layers है? No. हम में अभी germ layers नहीं है. क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि जो germ layers थे, they exist only in the embryonic and fetal stage. उसके बाद they themselves differentiate into different types of organ and organ system. Understood? Class?
Yes, ma'am.
So अगर दो germ layers रहा, if the organism is having two embryonic layers, outer one is known as ectoderm and the inner one is known as endoderm. Such type of animal is called diploblastic animal. Many a times it is observed कि ये outer layer consider करो, there is an outer ectoderm layer and then there is an endoderm layer. इनके बीच में the white layer is not solid mass of cell. It is a undifferentiated jelly-like structure. It is present in some cases. In that case, that structure is called as mesoglia. It is known as mesoglia. Whereas in case of triploblastic animal, apart from red colored ectoderm and green colored endoderm, there is a third layer present that is called middle layer or mesoderm. So triploblastic organisms have 3 germ layers and diploblastic organisms have 2 germ layers. But once again I am reminding, ये germ layers कहाँ पाए जाते हैं? During the stages of embryonic development, and these layers further differentiate into organ and organ system. So that's why it's not possible to identify them in the later stages. Okay. Is it all right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now we will move ahead. We will talk about the coelom. So what do we mean by coelom? Coelom means body cavity. We all know that in our body, if we look into the structure, we can see that in human being, there is a gap between body cavity. If like this is the large intestine, small intestine, this is our digestive system. There is a gap present in between. Do you agree? All organs of our body are present into this cavity, which is known as thoracic cavity, and that is cavity of chest region, and abdominal cavity, which is known as the cavity of belly region. तो ये पूरे जो organs होते हैं, they are not completely attached with the wall of the body. Body wall of और ये organs के बीच में there is a cavity, there is a gap. That gap is known as coelom. अब coelom कभी भी किसी केस में if there is any gap, can we call it true coelom? No, we cannot call it as a true coelom. If this gap is not present, consider करो कि ये gap present ही नहीं है. So how they will look like? There will be presence of ectoderm, and then there will be presence of mesoderm, and inside there will be presence of endoderm. But no gap is there. Such type of animals are called acoelomate. सीलोम की स्पेलिंग बहुत सावधान, सोइलोम है वो, है सीलोम बोलते हैं उसको, बट स्पेलिंग इज COELOMA. So now if there is gap, चलो, there is a gap between all these layers. Consider there is ectoderm is there, then there is mesoderm, and inside there is endoderm. So as you can see, the gap is there. Here the gap is present. But still we cannot call these organisms as coelomate. We call them pseudo-coelomate. Pseudo means false and coelomate. Okay, understood? Now then, who will be known as true coelomate? True coelomates are organisms where outside there will be ectoderm, then there will be mesoderm, again there will be mesoderm, and at the center there will be endoderm. So in this case, the cavity is lined on the both the side by mesoderm. Understood? Class?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So if the cavity is lined by both the side via mesoderm, then only we can call it coelomate. So we are coelomate animal. Our cavity is lined by both the sides in this one. Okay. So these coverings are externally called peritoneum, parietal peritoneum, and visceral peritoneum. So this is how we are improved than most of the animals. Now we will move ahead. Body plan. Okay. Now, in organisms, the body plan can be having segmentation. If segmentation is there, we call them metameric segmentation. जैसे बचपन से आपने अर्थवर्म की तस्वीर देखी होगी, उसमें पता है ऐसे होता है. Have you ever seen?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So each of these segments are called metamer. Okay. Now, these metameres, if they are present, all of them are complete. They have their excretory part, they have their respiratory part. So these metameres are forming the metameric segmentation. Many a times, for example, in case of snake, if you look into the structure of a snake from the bottom part, you can identify कि उसके नीचे ऐसे linings होती हैं. But these linings are not metamere because here the margin of each and every segment is present only from the external side, not from the internal side it is there. That's why it is called pseudo metamerism. Understood? Class?
Yes.
So let us have a look into the animals with different types of body plan. Here, 3 types of body plans are available. Generally, one is called cell aggregate. इसमें कोई body plan नहीं होता है. Multicellular organism है. बहुत सारे सेल मिलके एक organism बना दिया है. कैसे बनाया है, क्या बनाया है, it's not there. So this type of body plan is called cell aggregate body plan. In blind sac body plan, cells are there, tissues are there, division of layers, everything is there. But if you can remember the structure of Hydra, let me draw it, you will be able to understand. If these are the tentacles of Hydra, generally it is 5 in number. It has only one pore for eating food, for excreting food. Dirty, isn't it? Yes. But they do it and that way. They, for ingestion and egestion, they use only one pore. That pore type is known as blind sac. हमारे घर में जो जबला होता है, उसमें कितनी ओपनिंग होती है? ऊपर से या नीचे से, दो तरफ से ओपन रहता है वो?
No, ma'am.
So that is why it is known as blind sac body plan. And in our case, we called it tube within a tube. क्यों? हमारे केस में क्या होता है बेटा? माउथ से एक ओपनिंग स्टार्ट होती है. Then we have digestive system. Stomach is there. I am roughly drawing this diagram. And then small intestines is there with lot many coiling, and then large intestine. So how many pores we have? 1 and 2. So mouth and anus, isn't it? So our body plan is called tube within tube. Why? हमारी body tube line, इसके अंदर एक दूसरी भी tube है. कौन सी tube? हमारी digestive system. That's why we call it tube within a tube body plan. Okay, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So next we will talk about protostomes and deuterostome. What are protostomes and deuterostome? If mouth is developed from the blastophore region of the embryo, so blastophore is a region of embryo, and then anus is developed, we call such organisms as protostome. If anus is developed first and then from the blastophore region mouth is developed, then we call such animals as deuterostome. Okay, like we are deuterostomic animals. We, in our case, during the development of embryo, पहले anus produce होता है and then there will be production of mouth. So we will keep our lecture today up to this only. Next day we will continue with the terminologies of animal kingdom classification. It was a short and sweet lecture. So I will upload this part in the internet. And in next lecture, I will elaborate further. Any doubts, anyone, beta?
No, ma'am.
So then that's all from my side today. Bye to all of you.